Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are studying Mandukyopanisad, and yesterday we had introduction to this Upanishad. The word Upanishad was first defined exhaustively by Bhagavan Shankaracharya in his commentary on Aitareya Upanishad, which belongs to the Rigveda. He belonged to the Rigveda Shakha. And thereafter, almost in every Upanishad, he has mentioned something or the other. Here, we have to understand what Upanishad means. Then we go into the body of the Upanishad. Upa and Ni, these are the prefixes. And Shada is the dhatu. Upa plus Ni plus Shada. These three words put together becomes Upanishad. Upa means near. Like Upavas. Upavas doesn't mean observing fast. There's a wrong way. Upa means near, Vasa means being. Being near to the God. But we are near to the food. Kya khana hai? The only theme of the Ekadashi is what is the food that we have to eat. See? That is why I like Gujaratis. See? Their whole life goes only in eating various types of things. See? So, Upa, near. Then Ni. Ni means Nishchayena, with commitment. Spiritual life is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. Our spirituality is like what? I am, observing diet, Dikshit diet. Only 2 times meals, morning and evening. But there is no mention about night. So, night dabao. And then complain, my weight is still growing. See? So, Ni means commitment. Nitaram, continuously, unbroken, continuous. Upani. Shada. Now, this Shada is the dhatu. The meaning of this dhatu is 3 ways. Is Gati, Himsa and Avasadhan, 3 of them. Gati means destination. What is the destination of our life? That is reached through the study of Upanishad. What are we seeking? See? Dukkha Nivritti and Nirankusha Tripti. Panchadashi we have studied in the 7th chapter. The 7 stages of the seeker one has to go through. Ajnana, Avarana, Vikshepa, Paroksha Dhyanam, Aparoksha Jnanam, then dukkha nivritti and nirankusha trupti. So 7 stages. So what are we all seeking is only bliss. So gati is destination. The Upanishad takes us to the destination. Therefore, we study Upanishad. Himsa, destruction. The study of Upanishad destroys the wrong notions. See, the most difficult and problematic wrong notion is there is one soul per body. Unless we get out of that, whatever you may do, it's all rubbish. Drop it. We have to be very strongly able to reject it. Otherwise, the same thing. If you do this thing, you will go to heaven, and then what will you do there? Same thing. Dokla nahi hai. See, friends. Therefore, last life, this life, next life. Papa, punya, dharma, adharma, karma, are ram, ram, ram. Enough, yaar, enough. So, destruction, himsa, wrong notions are destroyed. Wrong notions about ourselves, wrong notions about God, wrong notions about the world, and wrong notions about spiritual practice. Himsa. Upanishad study destroys the wrong notions, and the truth is revealed. And the third is avasadhanam. Avasadhanam is weakening, loosening. So the impact of the samsara, where we are living day to day, the worldly issues, worldly problems will not have that impact on us if we have studied Vedanta properly. 3 things. Therefore, Upanishad Shabdena Brahma Vidya Uchyate. By the study of Upanishad, the Brahma Vidya, these things are clearly to be attained. And therefore, we are studying Mandukya Upanishad. Now here, the first mantra, Om iti etad aksharam idam sarvam tasya upavakyanam bhutam bhavad bhavishyaditi sarvam onkara eva yaccha anyatrikalaatitam tadapi onkara eva. This is the first mantra. See? Om iti etad aksharam idam sarvam. Now be attentive. When we talk about the world, see, we all talk about world. And we have studied also in Durudrishya Vivek. Asti bhati priya nama rupa iti pancha amshakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagad rupam tatodvayam. Asti bhati priya is Brahma, nama rupa is the world. Now be very attentive. Rupa is outside. Not only beings, but also the things. This is a book. The book doesn't know it is called book. See? The objects of perception, objects of knowledge, they do not know because they are inert, jada. But what is the world? Nama Rupa. So where is the Nama? Where is the name? Name is in our mind. So when we talk about the world is not only outside, but world is also in us. So we are also a part of the world. See, there was a rich man and he wanted to help the society, the world. He decided it is too hot, 40 degrees and above. Therefore, I will cover all the roads of Bombay with nice leather so that they will not have burning of their feet. So he approached a Mahatma and told, please bless me. Mahatma said, I don't bless foolish things. What is foolish? Don't try to cover the whole world. Don't try to improve the world. Put on shoes. You put on shoes, the worldly problems will disappear. We have to change ourselves. See, because world includes us. See, so idam sarvam, everything is onkara eva. Therefore, the rupa, the objects, and the words indicating the objects, if the words do not carry the meaning, it is called noise. So when I say, suppose somebody's name is, let us take Ashok. Now, the moment I say Ashok, a person whose name is Ashok, he becomes aware. I'm called. Because name and the form, they are not separated. They are together always. Therefore, Om iti Omkara eva sarvam. Not only the objective world, but the subject who is indicating the objective world through names and words, everything is Paramatma. Therefore, there is no valid difference between inside and outside. See, friends, get this point across. Normally, when we talk about, oh, the world is too much, world is not outside. It includes us also. See? That object which is not included in our mind does not exist for us. See? Number one. So, the mind has to include that object. And where the name of the object is indicated, that is also in the mind. So, the same mind, it is including the object of knowledge and also giving the name to that object of knowledge. So, everything is in the mind. Therefore, the first step is this. We have to start from here. Om iti etad aksharam idam sarvam. The Om is aksharam. It is ever the same. Naksharati iti aksharam. Ever the same. Idam sarvam. Idam is indicating, if you take Sanskrit language, it means this. But Vedantically speaking, idam means anything recognized objectively is idam. Idam jagat. This world recognized objectively. So, Om iti etad aksharam idam sarvam tasya upavakhyanam. Now we are going to tell here tasya upavakhyanam. Tasya eva parapara brahma rupasya aksharasya Om iti etar upavakhyanam brahma pratipatti upayatvad brahma samipataya vispashtam pratham prakathanam upavakhyanam prastutam veditavyam iti vakyashesha. So, what is this? Para apara brahma rupa. Now be very attentive. Bhagwan Shankara's commentary is so beautiful. He said, Yadidam artha jatam abhidheyam abhibhutam abhidhana vyatireka avyatirekat. Abhidheya means object of knowledge. Abhidhana means the name which is indicating the object. Two together. You must have seen in your some gadgets or some write-up, or the children are taught. There will be a picture of a man, and then there is an arrow, head, then another arrow, neck, the third arrow, stomach. So these parts of the body, they are abhidheya, objects of knowledge. And it is head. Head is the abhidhana, name. So the whole world is name and form. And everything is indicated by the Om. See? Because how can we communicate with each other? Unless words are used, you cannot communicate. See how subtle it is. Therefore, Om is not only the objective world, but also the subject indicating these are the words, these are the objects. Therefore, the first principle we have to understand, the world is not outside. We are included in the world. So if we want to improve the world, where from we have to start? From ourselves. But what happens? We start improving others. Where God has failed, do you think we will succeed in that? See, friends, Therefore, tasya upavakyanam. So we are going to tell you this. Upavakyanam means what? It is by this we will be able to recognize our divine nature, wherein there is no trace of duality, knower and the known. The knower and known are one and the same. They are not two. Although it is not mentioned here, I'll give you one example. See, this is very subtle point. Be very attentive. One example, all colors and forms are valid only if there is a valid vision. For a blind person, colors and forms do not exist. For a deaf person, words or sounds do not exist. Conclusion, therefore, where are all the colors and forms? They are in the vision. Understand? In other words, vision is without color, without form. Vision is one. Colors and forms are many. Cause is one. Effects are many. Cause is unmanifest. Effects are manifest. Disease is unmanifest. The symptoms are manifest. Then from the symptoms we reach the disease. See, friends. Therefore, all the color objects, all the colors and forms are nothing but the grossified vision. All the sounds are nothing but the grossified hearing ability. All the sense organs are nothing but the grossified mind. Mind is nothing but the grossified intellect. Intellect is nothing but grossified life. Life is nothing but the grossified Chaitanya. आ गया मजा? Therefore, ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. See, my friends, I want. What do you want? I want realization. You can never get realization. You can never. I guarantee you, you will never get realization. So here what we are, you are coming only for time pass, nothing else. Relax, relax. One person wrote me on WhatsApp, Swamiji, I met you. Only meeting you for 2 minutes, 5 minutes is million times superior than taking all the latest technological advances to understand. But Swamiji, whenever I start doing japa, the mind runs here and there. I try. I want to do the japa, but the mind runs. What should I do? I wrote, relax. Don't do japa. Japa is not a punishment to the mind. We are punishing the mind by telling, do japa. Nahi kaisa karta. No. This you is the truth. At this moment, you are neither man nor woman, neither rich nor poor, neither in Mumbai nor in Pune, neither 222 nor 1948. Desha, Kala, Vastu, Vyakti, Paristhiti, everything disappears. देखो महाराज, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, मौज में रहो. My observation is, those who are religious and spiritual type of people, they are more miserable than average people. See? Because they are carrying the burden, spirituality. And you are not responsible. We are responsible for that. We make the subject so complicated. Our Swami Akhandanji Maharaj used to tell us. He used to tell, There are two types of people. Those who talk on the scriptures in such a manner that the listener thinks it is not our bite, better get away. And there is a second type of Mahatmas. They talk in such a manner. Hurry, yaar, it is so simple. See, friends, don't get lost in this so complicated things. Only come to discover this as your own being. So, Vishvashtam Prakasanam Upavyakhyanam Prastutam. And it is for this Tasya Upavyakhyanam. What is that? Bhutam Bhavat Bhavishyat Iti Sarvam Omkareveva. See? World begins with the throb of mind. Wherever there is a movement, world is created. No movement, no world. In deep sleep, mind is suspended. And what is the movement? Movement is a concept of past, present, and future. Therefore, our mantra is what? Wherever I am, space. Whenever I am, time. Whatever I am, a body. Be 100%. So what we are doing? We discard the limitation of the space. When we discard the impact of the time, and whatever we are, we discard the impact of the individuality. Be 100%. Therefore, whenever we talk about changes, movement, it is the time factor. See? And you must all be seeing the other day, some old friends have come to meet me after about 4 or 5 years, 2, 3 of them. And started, Swamiji, do you remember we went there and it happened and constantly. And we are listening to satsanga, constantly talking about the past. Do you remember? I said, I don't remember. You don't remember? I said, no. Why? Manufacturer's defect. What is there to remember? Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi says, Tasya smriti tasya eva nishtha. Remembering God is forgetting the past. Remembering God is not worrying about the future. See, and remembering God is being happy. We can be happy only in the present. We cannot be happy yesterday. We cannot be happy tomorrow. And the best part is, we don't have a choice but to live in the present. Therefore, when the Upanishad says, Tasya Upavyakhyanam Prastutam, so whatever was, whatever is, whatever shall be, is nothing but Omkara Eva, Paramatma alone. On this Paramatma, this concept of time is superimposed. And how it happens, be attentive, how time is created. Wherever a sequence is established, time is born. Morning we wake up, one event. Then we go to washroom, second event. Then we take a cup of tea, third event. Slowly, slowly, time is born. We go to sleep, one event. Thereafter, no event. No time. That is why those who sleep in satsang, I like them. They have transcended the time. See, this morning or yesterday also, yesterday probably, I don't know what is happening, but I'm feeling too sleepy, like a Kumbhakarna has entered in me. Continue sleeping. So, probably today or yesterday, I mentioned in my morning talk, it is understood that while listening to satsang, people go to sleep. But today, I am feeling sleepy while talking. See, I must be realized. The day you understand this principle, don't give importance to the sequence, events. Live in the utter present. That is all spiritual practice. But we get a mala in the hand and sequence. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Relax, relax, relax. So, bhutam bhavat bhavishyat iti kalatraya parichedyam yat tad api onkara eva na anyataha. Therefore, the past, present, and future is superimposed on the same reality. That alone, that also is the Omkar. Omkar means Om. So, one of the most powerful mantra is Om. See, it will come in this commentary, we'll see later. So, yaccha anya trikalatitam karyadi gamyam kala aparichedyam avyakrutadi tad api Omkara eva. Similarly, the cause and effect and everything is included in this one Om. See? Om. There are many techniques of doing sadhana with reference to Om. One technique I'll tell you, and I am very happy you don't do it. So I can repeat it again. You chant, not now, in your own home. When you chant Om, you chant and you listen. Normally, most of the people who do the japa, they don't listen to their own japa. They are doing it mechanically. Jai Shri Krishna, 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 Jai Shri Krishna. Anything you do mechanically does not have involvement of your mind. But when you are listening, mind has to be present. See? But nobody tells us, nor we discover ourselves. We are told, do the japa. So many malas. All cartoons. Give it a try to yourself. Very simple. I'll just do it for you. Just try to imagine that you are chanting and also listening. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. In no time, your mind will dissolve in its source, because you are no more a mechanical one. See? Therefore, yacha anyat trikalatitam, and that which is beyond the scope of the time. So what is beyond the scope of the time is the mind. Mind only creates the concept of time, past, present, future. If the mind is enfolded as in deep sleep, there is no concept of time, space, and object. See, Bhagavan Shankaracharya's Dakshinamurti Stotra, very beautifully he brings out. See, Maya kalpita desha kala kalana vaichitra chitri kritam. Maya viva virumbhayat maha yogi vayasvechaya tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye namaidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. Maya kalpita desha kala kalana. If your mind is folded, as in deep sleep, which desh we are? which kala we are and what we are. And what is samsara? Desha, kala, kalana. Bijasyantarivankuro jagadidam prang nirvikalpam punaha. Where is this world? Prang nirvikalpam. It was nowhere. But because of this imagination, projection of time, space, and object, the world is created. Again, it goes back. It is like the throb or the bubble gum the children eat and bring out, and again it goes back in the same manner. In the deep sleep, everything goes back, again it comes out. It goes back, again it comes out. See how beautiful it is? Now, where is a place for birth, death, papa, punya, dharma, adharma, donation, charity, desha? No place. Therefore, yesterday we told you who is the adhikari? He only can sit in the class. 4 types of places where the people gather. This point I have made it very clear. Bollywood free dance, millions will go. Bhoga Bhumi. Then hospitals. Nobody gets invitation from the hospital. Please visit. We ourselves go. Roga Bhumi. See? Then we go to the temple. Kama Bhumi. Oh God, kindly do the following things. Big list, long namaskar. See? So either we are bhogi or rogi or kami. And the 4th place where people gather is gym. Who goes to gym? Who is healthy. Then why does he go? To maintain the health. Vedanta is for those people who go to gym. This is the spiritual gym. See, Maharaj. If you are going to imagine, I am going to satsang for so many places, but people don't understand me. You should understand them. Therefore, adhikara, viveka, vairagya, shamadhi, shadaka sampatti, mumukshutvam cheti, adhikarinam ayam tattva bodhaha vidiyate. It is meant for them, not for any Tom, Dick and Harry. I remember once I was somewhere with Ramesh Bhai, and Ramesh Bhai or Avdeshananji Maharaj, probably in Rishikesh. And Namaskar Chamatkar, he said, Swamiji, how? I said, things are going on all right. I had some satsang in this hall. Okay. Then he said, there are 2 types of Mahatmas. Those who are hall brand and those who are Pendal brand. I said, I am a hall brand. There cannot be huge crowds for the satsanga in Vedanta. There cannot be. Because those who come, they have got this baniya drishti. Kya milega? Nothing to gain. Are you ready? If you have this notion that if I study Upanishad, what will I get? You get nothing. Why should I study? Don't study. Who wants? Therefore, Trikalatitam yadapi onkara eva na anyat. Yaccha anyat trikalatitam karyadigamyam kala parichedam avyakrutadi tad api onkara eva. Karyadigamya means what? The cause is known only from the effects. See, this is such a simple thing. Like many people ask us this question, Swamiji, how do we know that we are spiritually evolving? I said, you please tell me, how will you know that whether my hunger is satiated or not? You cannot, it is subjective. Nobody can tell you, nobody can evaluate you. Go to the Ayurvedic person, they'll 70% ho gaya. No. See, but if you want to know yourself, a simple rule I'll tell you, simplest rule. You will be left with 0 questions. You have no questions. See? Questions are only about someone else. Questions are only about something else. Do we have the question about our being? That is the truth. See? But normally we are told, see, tad vijnanartham gurumevavi gachet, go to the Guru Maharaj, tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya, upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. I was in Miami, and there is one Swamiji there. He has got a very big ashram. So my friend took me there. So we went. And my friends know me very well. I don't entertain any question. When we go out, we enjoy, go and eat and go for a walk and have ice cream and all that. No spiritual talk, only mauj mein. When we went there to see that ashram, so that Mahatmaji, we were asked to sit there. So I was sitting like that. Mahatmaji came. So I got up, did namaskar to him. Yes, what question you have got? He asked my friends. So they looked at me because they know I don't entertain any question. So I said, no, you ask. Then he said, our Swamiji doesn't entertain any question. And therefore we looked at him. No, question must be asked. Otherwise, how will you know? Now, what is there to know, you tell me? That which is worthy of knowing is yourself. Do you know what was the glasses number of Mahatma Gandhi? Does it make any difference? See? Who made the shoes of Napoleon? It makes no difference. What is worthy of knowing is yourself. And you cannot know yourself by asking others, hey, will you please tell me who am I? Beokoof. See, friends, what is there to ask questions? That is the reason I don't entertain any questions. Remain, relax, relax, relax. See, how to control the mind? Don't control the mind, relax. We are so obsessed with doing something or the other. Don't do. And if you have to do, Karnataka. Imagine a person is on the stage doing the drama, some role. After the drama is over, he goes out, but he forgets that it was a role. And he starts living outside also. Like he become Rana Pratap. Okay, you are on the stage Rana Pratap, but drama is over. When you go out with your bala in the hand, you hey, क्या हो गया? Rana Pratap को ऐसा पूछता है? अरे बाबा, it was just a role. That's it. Exactly the same way. We all have to play the different roles. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. Play the role. But we carry the burden with us. That is samsara. Therefore, Karnataka. These are all great mantras. Don't take them only as jokes. But they are jovial mantras. Okay. Here, Bhagwan Shankaracharya writes something very beautiful. अभिधान अभिधेयो एकत्व अभिधान प्रधानेन निर्देशः कृतः. See, it was told that the name and the form are one. Thereafter, Om iti etad aksharam idam sarvam ityadi अभिधान प्राधान्येन निर्दिष्टस्य पुनः अभिधेय प्रधान्येन निर्देशः अभिधान अभिधेयोः एकत्व प्रतिपत्त्यर्थम. See, words are necessary to indicate the objects. It is necessary. And if the word and the object is not one, there will be chaos. Like this is a word, object, Bluetooth, mouse. Now when I'd say, hey, get the mouse, and if the person doesn't know that I am sitting on a computer table and I ask to get the mouse, and he brings a mouse, Swamiji le lo. Abhidheya, abhidhana. So the word and the meaning of the word, they are always together. They cannot be separated. See, in the Bhasha Shastra, in Yoga Shastra, it comes. Like in our Sanskrit language, every letter has origin and a goddess supporting that. It is not a mechanical thing. Therefore, abhidheya, object, abhidhana, name, they are always one. To establish this is what we are talking here. Itaratha, hi abhidhana, tantra, abhidheya, pratipatti, iti, abhidheyasya, abhidhanatvam, gaunamitya ashanka syat. Otherwise, what will happen? That, okay, the world is divine, but the words which are indicating the world, they are not divine. No. In the divinity alone, everything is happening. Meaning, the object is the Paramatma, the Om, the Brahman, and the word indicating that is also the Paramatma. Be very attentive. We take a pot, put water in that, and subject it to fire. What will happen? Water will become hot. What is fire? Fire has got two attributes, light and heat. But can the water extract light out of the fire? Does it mean that the fire doesn't have light? Now the same fire, put a wood piece. They're both heat and the light. If this is clear, fire is the same, but through which it is expressing. These upadhis are different. In one upadhi, the water, only the heat is manifested. In case of another upadhi, the wood, both heat and light are manifested. If this is clear, Paramatma is one. Where it can manifest only as existence, it is the objective world. Where it can manifest as both existence and knowledge, it is the Chetana. This is how the world is divided into Jada Chetana. It is the Aupadika Veda. See, friends, because of the Upadhi, expressions are different. That doesn't mean the one which is expressing through the Upadhi, they are many. No, it is one and the same. To establish this Upanishad is telling. See, friends, therefore, Paramatma's Upalabdhi is always Atma Rupena. Don't push Paramatma away. Recognition. Knowing is being. You cannot know the truth without being the truth. See, to establish this Upanishad is telling that itaratha hi avidhana abhitantra abhideya pratipatti. So everywhere we see the name and the form always go together, and it should not be mistaken that it is not correct, because ekatva pratipattescha prayojana abhidhana abhideyo ekadena prayatnena yugaprat pravilapayan. Therefore, we have to recognize together. It's okay, don't worry. We don't listen his phone. We listen to me. Because he's also not listening. Okay, Maharaj. And therefore, to indicate this, the second mantra is indicated. Now, second mantra is Sarvam hi etad brahma ayam atma brahma soyam atma chatushpat. Now, see what has happened. First, we were told Sarvam hi idam onkar eva brahma. Everything is Paramatma. So we are, oh, Paramatma, everything, oh, very good. Now here it is said, Sarvami etat Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma. We are not talking about Brahman, which is other than me. See, Ayam Atma, Bhagavan Shankara says, Anguli Nirdesha is telling, Ayam Atma, this Atma. I am also, Ayam Atma Brahma. See? Therefore, on one reality, the Brahman, there are two superimpositions of the upadhi. One is the subjective upadhi, second is the objective upadhi. See? The same lady, she is a daughter-in-law. Then she grows old. Then she becomes a mother-in-law. So that one lady is two in one. With her daughter-in-law, she is a monster. With her mother-in-law, she is a tortured. But the lady is independent of them. What she has to do? Don't take both of them seriously. Relax. Therefore, the rule is aupadhik anekata, multiplicity created on account of certain conditions are illusions. The one is the reality. This common example I given number of times. The same man, he is the son, he is the husband, he is the father. He has never become three. He is only one. And the one who are suffering are these three. Where can you find them? So these non-existing people are suffering. How can you help them? See, Maharaj. Therefore, सर्वमी एतद् ब्रह्म इति सर्वम यदुक्तम ओंकार मात्रमिति तदेतद् ब्रह्म तच्च ब्रह्म परोक्ष अभिहितम प्रत्यक्षतः विशेषेण निर्दिशति अयमात्मा ब्रह्म. Now when it was said the whole world, everything is Brahman and Om, that is also, that means it includes you also. So don't seek Brahman, don't seek happiness, but discover. See, when you are seeking, you are running after somewhere. Seek means what? You are putting efforts. Discover means what? Cover is removed and there the truth is. Scientific discovery. Scientists have not created the laws of nature. They are already there. But they were covered under the influence of the ignorance. Similarly, we don't have to become divine. But the wrong notions have covered our own divine experience. Therefore, what sadhana the son has to do, don't take the father seriously. What sadhana the father has to do, listen to him but do whatever you have to do. And what the sadhana the husband has to do, when she is talking, husband should keep quiet. And when she is quiet, husband should not talk. You have understood the whole Vedanta. See? Homemade Vedanta. Otherwise, we become so much serious, involved in spiritual practice. It is not taking us to hanging lot, no. Tacha Brahma Paroksha Abhihitam Pratyakshataha Visheshena Nirdeshati. So it is not only that Brahman which is everything and all that. No, 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 no. There is you. Pratyakshataha. You are. I am Atma Brahma. Therefore, be attentive. There are two aspects in the spiritual practice. Vidhi Nisheda. Nisheda means what? What we are not, that we start rejecting. See? So when you are sitting for your prayers, bhajan, kirtan, first thing, discard all the bodies that we are carrying. The first step is, now at this moment I am nobody. First step. The moment you take the position of nobody, you are no mother, father, brother, sister, rich, poor, Indian, non-Indian, everything gone. Now as a nobody, try to think. Be attentive. For thinking, a reference point is required. Without a reference point, you cannot think. When you become a husband, you start thinking about the Belan Devi. The moment you become a father, you start thinking about the son or daughter. But when you are nobody, no thoughts. What our struggle is, as a husband, I should be happy. It is impossible. This is called as Ashakyanushthan. See, where Bhagwan Ram has to suffer. What of you, Jagjivan Ram? See, Maharaj. Therefore, pratyakshata ayam atma brahma ayam iti chatushpatvena pravibhajyavanam pratyagatmataya abhinayena nirdeshe ayam atma. Now this atma which you are told, so the one which is the total world and the one which you are one. They are not two. Now this example which I gave you. One upadhi is the world, where it is existence dominant. Everything in this world is recognized as is. See? But the object doesn't understand that it is, because there is no knowledge. Gains are always through knowledge. If you have got a lottery ticket, it is in your pocket, but you do not know that that ticket number has won the lottery. You are not gainful. See? And then you throw it away, and somebody finds it. Let me try, yaar. Oh, I got it. See? Therefore, gain is always through knowledge. Therefore, the world where knowledge does not express because of the upadhi. See how important it is. So it is only existence, satta pradhan. And you and me, where sentiency, life principle is important. See, they are in addition to existence, satta and knowledge. See, and therefore, the spiritual practice is not done by the world, it is done by us. In this manner, here, ayam atmeti, soyam atma, onkar abhideya paraparattvena, vyavasthita chatushpad, karshna panavat na gau iti eva. Now see, this atma, which is Brahman and which is atma, same thing, chatushpad. It has got 4 parts. Bhagavan Shankara says, it is not like the cow's 4 legs. But then what it is like? It is like, earlier, our 1 rupee used to be 64 paisas. I don't know how many of us know about it. You may not be knowing even. You know? Good. 64 paisa. There used to be 1 dabbu paisa and chedwala paisa. That time, it was 64 paisa. Now, it is 100 paisa. We don't know, it may become 1,000. Who knows? So, be attentive. Infinite can have imaginary fractions. Infinite cannot be fractioned. Space is infinite. North, east, west, south. These are imaginary fractions. See? Therefore, Paramatma, Atma, Brahman is infinite. Chatushpad. There are 4 legs. See? Now, are these 4 legs like the 4 legs of a table or a cow? No. But they are because of the upadhi. One upadhi is body identification, waker. Second upadhi is the mind identification, dreamer. Third upadhi, absence of the earlier 2, the deep sleeper. Fourth upadhi, although in the upadhi but beyond the upadhis, samadhi. Fourth upadhi. So 4 of them. Ayam atma chatushpad. Now, what are these 4 aspects? This is indicated. Now, why this is said? Trayanam vishwadinam purva pravilapena turiyasya pratipatti iti karana sadhana pada shabda. Pada means it is the instrument. So, we start from where we are. See? Where are we? We are lost in the body identification. We start from here. Then we come to the next step, the mind. Then from there we go to the third step. We go beyond the body and beyond the mind. Where do we go? To sleep. Third step. And when we go beyond these 3 steps, then we come to the fourth. But that doesn't mean fourth means fourth. Fourth means the one. The same one, because of the body identification, is called as waker. Because of the mind identification, is called as the dreamer. Because of the identification with the absence of the two, is called as prajna or the deep sleeper. And because we talk of three, we are mentioning it fourth, but it is the one, it is not the fourth. If you take grammar, then Turiyam is fourth. But Vedanta Turiyam is the one. Ekameva Dvitiya Neha Nanasti Kinchana. See? Therefore, Trayanam Vishwadinam Pura Pura Pravilapanena. So first of all, we dissolve the Vishwa, the waker. Then we discard the dreamer. Then we go beyond the deep sleeper. And what remains is the truth. That is the Turiya, the fourth. See? We discard the worldly objects, close our instruments. Avrutta chakshu amrutatvam ichan. Then we come to the mind. We quieten the mind. Then we do not go to sleep. You are reached the fourth. That fourth is the one, which is in the waking without becoming a waker, which is in the dream without becoming a dreamer, which is supporting the deep sleep without going to sleep. That is the Turiya. There is nothing to do. Gain is always through knowledge. So these are the four stages, steps, therefore pada. Pratipatti iti karuna sadhana pada shabdaha. Turiyasya padyati iti karma sadhana pada shabdaha. Therefore, pada is the steps by which we go. Now we come to the third mantra. जागरित स्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्तांगः एकोनविंशति मुखः स्थूलभुक् वैश्वानरः प्रथम पादः. Now the first step, where from we begin our journey. Like, when we are using our, what you call, GPS, 2 points are required. Point of origin and destination. So what is our point of origin? Body identification. The world, that is the point of origin. From there we start. See? First step. So we must know where we are. So where are we? Here we said, Jagarita Sthanaha. We are in the waking state. Oh, I was sleepy. Come on, wake up. Jagrita Sthana. Then Bahishpradnyaha. I'll explain according to Bhagavan Shankara also. Bahishpradnyaha. He whose knowledge is objective, dependent on the objective world. Bahi, out. Pradnya, knowledge. So I am seeing you, you are seeing me. This is Bahishpradnya, extrovert. Bahishpradnya. The waker is the Bahishpradnya, extrovert. Saptangaha. He has got 7 limbs. We'll see what are those 7 limbs. Ekona vinshati mukhaha. And there are 19 means through which this waker comes in contact with the world. Mukha is the means, mouth. There are 19 mouths through which this waker comes in contact with the world and enjoys or supper. Ekona vinshati mukhaha. A sthula bhuk. And what are the objects of experience? The gross world. See? Sthula bhuk. And he is called as Vaishwanaraha. He is called a Vaishwanara. This is the Prathama Padaha. This is the first step. See? So we have to recognize our own being. Who are we? What are we? See? It so happened, once I was going somewhere in Rajasthan, and there was one Mahatma with whom I was going. He was sitting in the back seat, I was sitting in the front. And for some reason, the car stopped. So Mahatma said, Dekho kya ho gaya? I said, okay, Maharaj. I got down and then started searching somewhere if somebody is there. Below one tree, there was one boy doing something, some motorcycle. I said, hey, come here and do something. He had pan in his mouth and he came. I like the people who eat pan. They are the real devotees of Bhagwan Krishna. Those who eat pan. Because puja is complete only after tambulam samarpayami. That's why, in this Pushti Margi, when I go, I get nice pan. So he came with the pan in his mouth. देखो यार गाड़ी रुक गई. He looked here and there. Only by mudra, he told driver. That means open the bonnet. He opened. Pan is there in his samadhi. He took one stone. It started. He put down top. Then I said, how much I have to pay? Now he has to talk. He did the Abhishek. 100 rupiah. I said, all right. So I told Maharaji, he is asking 100 rupees. 100 rupees? What he has done? Only one stone he has hit. I said, that is what he told me. Call him. So he was called. 100 रुपए काहे का? क्या किया तुमने? एक पत्थर ही तो मारा, 1 रुपया ले लो. He said, I am taking 1 rupee for that. 99 rupees I am taking for where to hit the stone. See, we know how to drive the car. We don't know what is below the bonnet. We know how to lead the life. We do not know what is happening in this bonnet. क्या करो पान का समझ में आएगा. Therefore, this is the perfect morphology or your complete system. What is happening? Then with this knowledge, when you practice your knowledge of Vedanta, then you see the life is totally different. And it's possible for everyone. What it is, how it is, we'll see it tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.